This episode was recorded on the last week of August, but is being released on October 28th.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Around the Lantern podcast. My name is Deerman.
I'm Grudge.
I'm Puzzle Ghoul.
Well, today it is my job to start the chariot of conversation. And recently, this morning, before recording here this morning, I have watched a video series that, Markiplier has uploaded this morning.
The analog horror?
Yes, I was going to say the analog horror thing, because I thought it would be cool to kind of maybe backtrack to it to when we first kind of started this podcast. I thought it might be kind of fun to kind of talk about it again, kind of in a way, and somebody else's spin on it. But instead of to put it simply, instead of it being like actual entities and stuff like that, like how they had the
Mandela catalog.
Yeah, like the Mandela catalog. He didn't copy paste it. He changed a lot of things. Like a lot of I forget what the entity is called. I actually do.
Alternates.
Yes, that's it. Instead of alternates, it's just an energy drink. It's like burn up or something, I think it's called. I watched it once. I didn't play around with all the other endings and stuff because I wanted to do that after.
Which ending did you get, by the way?
I got the good ending first try. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually.
I got the bad ending right off the bat.
Oh, man.
I haven't even done it yet, so I'm blind to it all.
An important thing to know, without stealing Grayson's spot, is apparently this was part of an event YouTube was hosting, but they cut it.
Oh, I know. I was following that situation yesterday when it was happening.
I just heard about it this morning, and then I saw it was on YouTube, so...
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, Grayson.
Oh, that's okay. But I found it funny because I wasn't expecting to see that in my feed this morning because, like I say, I just creepy ass face in the thumbnail. I was like, oh, that reminds me of the Mandela catalog, and I watched it. And...
Isn't that like most of Markiplier's videos, though? He has his 3 scary games series.
Yeah, they're always like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was it had such an obscure title, too. It's like this content was cut from YouTube. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I just clicked on it, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's a whole energy drink that it gives you it's supposed to be an energy drink. It's hard to explain. I didn't write anything down. I'm going off the top of my head here, but
it's supposed to prevent burnout.
Yeah,
hence the name.
Yeah, it's supposed to prevent burnout, but if you take too much, it gives you a shit-eating grin that literally wraps around your face or something like that, and then that's where all the creepy pictures come into play, where they're just YouTubers and stuff like that, smiling, and that's where typically choices come into. At the end, they'll I think they say Matt, or is it no, it's Jacksepticeye. They fucking ask you if this is an individual that you think is burnt out or something, and then yes or no. The yes is just this incredibly fucking distorted face. And then no is just kind of subpar normal. They're both creepy, but one of them is always worse than the other. And I found to get to the good ending, you just always avoid the scary shit.
Naturally.
That's pretty much how I got to it. I was like, okay, really? Because eventually it'll ask you, are your doors locked? I kind of look behind me, and I'm like, they're not, but yes.
I leave my doors open for that.
Yeah.
Welcome them in with open arms. Would you like some coffee?
I got some right here. I'd be more than willing. It's thing is, yeah, it's vanilla kind of thing.
I got Irish cream.
I gotta get creamer for that again, though. I love that shit. Wait, are you talking actual Irish cream with alcohol?
No. I'm not a wake up and get drunk kind of. I just woke up, by the way. Anybody listening? But no, it's just the International Delight Irish cream shit.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I gotta get again. It's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah.
And then just traditional vanilla or whatever, but
yeah. I was gonna say, I wonder what Alex Kister thinks about the whole little side project that Markiplier did for that stream event, because it's obviously based on Mandela catalog.
Mm-hmm.
But he also did that thing, the Long-Eyed Project, that it could have been. But that also seems like it was partially inspired by Mandela catalog, but I don't know. It could have come first. Who? I don't fucking know.
Who's to say now that a lot of people are gonna start maybe kind of doing their own projects in that kind of sense? Because Turnaround, he's such a big influencer on the platform. Like, take for example, literally, like I think yesterday or the day before, with his whole try not to get age restricted challenge video. Can't go into too much details with that, but literally this morning, Jacksepticeye uploaded his own version of it where he just reacted to pictures instead of just a literal fucking porn game.
It's okay. You can go into any detail. We're an explicit podcast.
Okay. Well, to put it simply for anybody that hasn't seen it, it's basically the main influencers are on the platform. They are trying to test the boundaries of YouTube's TOS system just with the subject matter of the content alone rather than the appearance. So typically what that means, what Markiplier did, I'll explain what he did first. He literally just bought a porn game on Steam and got his editor to edit out all of the nudity and just freaked out over everything. It was the best video I've ever seen in a long ass time. It was so funny. Anytime something like lewd would happen or something like that, one of the characters would moan or something like that, you'd hear Bandicoot go, "Whoa!" or something like that. I think a cat was meowing close to the end or something like that. Stupid little noises like that. It was one of the best videos I've seen in a while. It was great.
Fucking hilarious.
And then, once that video was over this morning, I saw fucking Jacksepticeye did it, and I checked that out, and I've never laughed so hard at a video in my life. That one is probably like on par with Markiplier's.
I think you're really gonna like Hugby's Rule 34 showcase.
I know. I actually can't wait to watch it now
because he just doesn't give a fuck. Like he censors it, but but he's like, yeah. Like I think at one point he's like, I never thought I would see so many Disney characters getting fucked in the
ass. So he just literally just browses Rule 34 and he just makes comments on the pictures and that's it.
No, he plays Rule 34 games.
Oh, these are games, not pictures. Okay, yeah. No, this got so much better. Oh, because when people react to games like that, it's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of posting stuff on to their like YouTubes and hopefully not getting banned from it, did you hear that Pyro had to cut his stream short yesterday?
Who?
Pyrocynical.
Oh, why is that?
Well, because he was going to play TF2, and he completely forgot that he had all of his horny mods on for his Pyro character, and he switched to the character midstream, and he fucking nuke bombed his again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he immediately shut the stream off, and then, like, I don't know, it was funny. It was only on for a half a second, his Pyro character, but it was enough that people took screen grabs, and
yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah, it's... Oh my god. I mean, granted, like, it's nothing that the fan base did not know that he was into, but, like, it's still just funny to see him out himself, regardless.
Yeah. Did you guys hear why Twitch is in trouble this week?
No.
When aren't they in trouble? But, no, I haven't.
Well, a lady literally got fucked on stream, and she only got a 7-day ban.
What?
Yeah. She only got a 7-day ban.
The sex was so mid, it was only a 7-day ban. I'm just...
So, basically, what you're saying is that feminism... I'm just kidding. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. That's a mud pool, that one. I'm not going in there.
But no, and then there's another streamer who, I guess he did a thing where he had his community go into Pokemon's channel and spam like L+ ratio. I don't fucking get it. But he's got a permanent ban and he's pissed. Like, he's demanding that Twitch, like, remove his ban because it's nowhere near as bad as getting fucked on stream.
Like he got fucked more in the end.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's ridiculous, actually.
I just got a DoorDash coming in right now, so I just gotta go deal with that, okay?
Alright.
Alrighty. I'm gonna keep going with my Jacksepticeye thing. He I've never laughed so hard at somebody making a joke in my life because it got to a point where his editor, because how his video worked is he got his editor to compile a bunch of not safe for work like pictures and videos and stuff like that to send him to react to, no context.
Okay.
And one of them was Pokemon, and it was Charizard. And he kind of looked at it and he went, "Oh my god, that is not Charizard. That's Char is large." I've never laughed so hard at something in my life. Just he looked at it for a few seconds and he went, "Oh my god, that's not Charizard, that's Char large." He lost his shit and I was laughing.
Oh dear.
I don't know what it is. I don't know where these guys are getting their editors from though, because it's just the way that these like recent editors for these guys, what kind of work they're doing for them. Oh, it makes the videos so much better.
Well, the nice thing is like, okay, I don't really watch very many of like the big YouTubers except Moist Critical and Markiplier.
Mm-hmm.
But Markiplier's editor is fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's my favorite editor out of any fucking YouTuber.
I look honestly, most of the time when I'm watching Markiplier's videos, I'm looking for that little white caricature. Pop up on stream.
Especially when he has like those little appearances where he like looks to the side of the screen. He's like, "Lixian! Censor it! Get rid of it all!" He starts freaking out and he's just kind of having a little moment on the side. I love those moments. It's great.
Oh, fuck. Amazing.
I've been watching that guy for so fucking long though. Like early high school, I've been watching him. Like, you could say I kind of grew up kind of watching him in a way, almost.
I was like a nonconformist piece of shit because like I refused to watch any of like the big YouTubers. I thought they were all cringy back when although I went back and I watched some Markiplier's old videos. Yeah, it was kind of cringy. Like to try not to laugh, you can tell he's forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
But like nowadays, they seem to have like really like grown up, and I don't know. It's just I didn't like their content when I was in high school, but now I do.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Their sense of humor has changed in a way, or rather, the way that they're following the algorithms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, Markiplier explicitly, like, he's kind of following his own algorithm, so to say. Like, he does his own stuff. He doesn't really like copy paste everybody. What some people do. Some people like to do that, but like he's very unique with what he likes to do. Like, honest to Christ, he could have done anything with this censor video, like try not to get age restricted challenge. He could have done anything else. No, this man just decides to just play a porn game and get his editor to get rid of everything. You can't tell me that's not hilarious, because nobody would ever think to do that because everybody would be too scared to do it.
I think at this point he's just almost bored with YouTube, right? Like at this point he's just sort of pushing what he can do.
Oh yeah. And nothing's gonna happen because, like, I don't know. I feel like they can't.
There's a reason why he did it, like, because there's shit going on at both Twitch and YouTube this week.
Yeah, supposedly somebody got age restricted when he's not even swearing or anything like that. I don't know the actual context of it.
He was playing the mortuary assistant, and a part of the game got age restricted. But Markiplier also played the mortuary assistant, and on his video, it didn't get age restricted.
Oh, jeez.
So that's where this whole try not to get age restricted thing came from, apparently.
Yeah, because that's exactly how I heard it yesterday, because somebody was talking about it. And yeah, it wasn't like, I forget the YouTuber's name that got age restricted when
was like Corey or something?
Corey something, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Let's see.
I'm not familiar.
Me neither. I've only heard about him from this.
Age restriction. I'll see if I can pull it up really fast. I'm not sure. Yeah, like this is a whole like
scandal.
Corey Kenshin, that's his name.
Yes.
That's his name. Yeah, like ever since this happened, like you can even look up like age restriction, and it's a bunch of videos that people like formally addressing their cameras. Like the thumbnail is literally them like looking at their camera, like YouTube has a problem and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it sparked this huge trend, a whole uprising about it.
Yeah.
But even Moist Critical.
Almost kind of curious if that's why Mark's content was cut from the stream. I mean, that'd be a petty ass excuse if anything, but like,
Well, that's
Yeah.
the theory.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm starting school for web development in September in a few days.
Oh,
So like I was having a few days ago, I was having this little like I guess it was like a daydream. It was like, you know what would be cool if I used my web development diploma, my future web development diploma to make a platform that takes away both Twitch and YouTube that's owned by the creators. That we don't give a shit about whether the advertisers care about friendly content. And I was like, nah, that's too much work.
Josh wants to be the new Susan Wojcicki.
No.
I just kind of wonder why all of a sudden, well, granted, it makes sense, like why people would be all up in a snuff about it in the first place, but the indecisiveness almost of YouTube and Twitch, in a sense, and like favoritism and stuff. Like, what causes that? Like, you're supposed to be a corporate company.
Well, Twitch mods, or the Twitch mods are all simps. We've established that because they have a list of creators that it's called like the do not block list, where like there's Amaranth on there, there's like I think Pokimane, just a bunch of like the big streamers. It's like do not block these people or do not ban these people. Sorry, that's what it's called. So Twitch is full of simps, and YouTube is just they care too much about like their advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're too safe to a fault type thing.
Yeah, isn't it like on YouTube, if you swear within the first 30 seconds or something, then you're gonna get like reduced ads or something?
Actually, I think you're right on that because I don't know if you know the YouTube group Pymations. They do like little animated skits. They released a compilation of some of their earlier videos as like a season, and the very first video in that set had to be moved to like the second or third bit, and there was even like a little annotation saying this had to be moved here or else it would have been demonetized for swearing. And all it says is dick once.
Yeah. So to that whole situation, to YouTube, I say, fuck off, fucking piece of shit, fucking go fuck yourself. Fuck you.
That's
Burn in hell.
just to put it simply, just stop.
Dirty cunts.
I don't know. In my opinion, it's kind of a bland opinion, I would say. It's just everybody needs to fucking play by the same rules in a sense. Like this favoritism shit.
Yeah.
It's just making yourselves look bad in a sense in the long run, because it's like with Gory Kenshin and Markiplier and shit like that. You can't just pick and choose when you put the hammer down. You can't.
Yeah.
Because,
Absolutely.
like I said, then you just make yourself look like a piece of fucking garbage. And, you know, everybody needs to play by the same rules.
Yeah, that's especially with Twitch. Like, there are people, the small streamers, they can get permanently banned for like just the smallest thing. But yet these big streamers, like, apparently there was a girl who straight up like goatseed herself on cam, and she got like a temporary ban.
Well, it's even like you said, the chick that just got railed on stream.
Yeah.
All this kerfuffle about it, and then she's only got a 20-day ban. Meanwhile, anybody else that would do that, maybe his brother would be smaller or whatever, it'd be permanent. There would be no fucking like in between.
Yeah.
Now, why? That's not fair to anybody else. Like I said, they're supposed to be corporate companies, and they're doing this kind of shit.
If you're really like that fucking horny, either switch to an adult campsite while you do that, or cut the stream. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't care if you're after a thrill or something. Like, if you're that desperate for like a thrill, switch to an adult campsite. Holy fuck.
I mean, Belle Delphine did it.
Yeah.
She's pretty washed out nowadays, though. I don't think you hear anything about her.
I haven't ever since like she's I'm making an OnlyFans. That's the last time I heard anything about her whatsoever.
Well, I remember someone said like part of her like the reason she was even popular was kind of like the allure of like mystique, like who is she, like, and then of course the horny, like people wanted to see her, and she's basically delivered all that now. So that's partly the reason that she's dead now. Everyone hears like not really dead, just to clarify.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
so
the last thing that I heard about her was she was doing that competition with Moist Critical, who has the biggest sex toy collection.
Oh yeah, doesn't Moist Critical have that fucking Moby Huge thing?
He's got like 7.
What?
Yeah, there's a video that he did with his friends where they're each like holding a Moby Huge, and it's whoever can hold on to it for the longest because it's like 75 pounds.
Holy Jesus.
And then there's like a running joke where he doesn't go on Twitter often when he's streaming because he might accidentally flash the Council of Cocks.
See, if you can buy shit like that and make a running gag like that, you have my props. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And the greatest thing is any video of his that's featuring like these sex toys, they're almost always sponsored by Adam and Eve.
Oh my lord. The Council of Cocks.
What, did you look it up?
No, I'm going to though. That's hilarious.
It's like him in a darkly lit room beside 2 Moby Huges. And the caption is like, the Council of Cocks will now judge you.
Oh my god. I hope that they actually keep going with this try not to get fucking age restricted challenge, because it could start a movement per se, like to actually like better a lot of things going on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like just the sheer fact that they're just so skeptical about testing the boundaries of TOS systems and stuff like that, and all the bots that YouTube has in place for detecting like any kind of TOS or something like that, just testing the boundaries of it, making them so skeptical about it. I get a kick out of it. It's funny.
Yeah.
On a sort of unrelated note, Facebook almost banned me again because I had a picture of Donald Duck.
What?
Granted, it was like so. Just to give context, Donald Duck has like he's holding a thing of rubber cement in his hand, and just the way the way his mouth is, it looks like he's about to drink it, but literally almost got banned for a picture of Donald Duck holding rubber cement.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then I tried appealing it, and within less than a minute, it came back to me saying, nope, that's offensive.
That was like when I got fucking temp banned from Twitter for posting a video of the alarm going off.
You mean the alarm going off?
My fire alarm was going off because they were testing the fire alarm, so all day you would randomly get this fire alarm. And here, the fire alarm is you see those 2 things up there?
Yeah, is it the right one?
One of those is the fire alarm, the other is a smoke detector. So every room has a fire alarm that goes off when they're testing it. And it is the loudest, like ear-piercing sound you've ever heard. I go and I hide in the bathroom while it's going off. Because goddamn, that it was going off for at least like 4 hours. Like just at random. There'd be like a 20-minute lull, and then suddenly like
I'd lose my mind.
Starting again. I got jump scared so many times that day. But yeah, I posted a video of it on Twitter, and Twitter immediately suspended me. And I tried appealing it. No idea. I tried appealing it. They didn't even tell me why it got suspended. But yeah, I had to wait out like 13 hours or something for this ban to be up.
I know some of the stuff that Facebook tried pinning me with, it's still in review from like 2021.
Oh, fuck.
They just don't care.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers actually has a Facebook page where he actually makes his own comic book and he puts it on Facebook. It's actually pretty cool. He's got like 10,000 followers on his stuff. Like he's got a pretty decent following on there. And like short span of time too, like in 2 months, I think he was using third-party sites at first. So he wasn't getting much traction, but he switched to Facebook and he started pumping like funding into advertising and stuff like that on Facebook.
Okay.
And he shot up from like maybe like 100 or 200 followers and likes on there to like 2 months. He's at 10K already. I was like, holy shit, man.
Jesus.
But he's spending money on advertising. So, but
yeah,
at least he's getting what he paid for in a sense, because they would feel like shit. Because he says you spend like $300 on advertising. You set it to a particular location, like you could set it to the States, you could set it to Canada, stuff like that. And it really just depends on who sees it. So you could put it somewhere and pin it down, and then it would just kind of sit there, and you either blow $300 or, you make a little bit of a following out of it. And
Yeah.
Yeah, like every few days, I think he gets like 2K now. 2K a day. Something like that.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
It's actually insane.
Slightly unrelated, but with my course that I'm starting, one of the end of term project is I have to build a website. So I'm actually going to build the website for the podcast on that.
Oh yeah,
that's not councilofcox.com.
I'm not doing councilofcox.com. That would have to be councilofcox.cock.
Oh. You'd have to give critical permission to use it, though.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, my project is going to be, I'm going to build the website for the podcast.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
What are you going to put on there? Just like links for the video, like the files, like the audio, or?
Yeah, I'll be doing I'm going to see what exactly I learn before I do this, but yeah, if I can do like a working website for, because the course that I'm taking, I think I'm going to be learning most web development languages. So like HTML, C++, Python.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be getting involved with a lot of coding and stuff like that with website development and all that stuff. And
well, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's just coding.
Because I'm taking web development and programming.
Mm-hmm. No, that's exciting. Is it on? Are you learning online or on?
Yeah, it's online. I'm going through Red River.
Okay, right on.
Yeah,
it starts in September. Fuck, I've been thinking about going back to school for something. I'm not sure what yet. I want to go like something along like technology engineering, something like that. Something like kind of tech kind of stuff, because I built my computer or whatever, and I want to kind of get into the nitty gritty of that, like components and stuff like that. But
well, they have, it's called full stack web development if you're interested.
If I apply for that, it would probably be like fucking like 2 years from now, because I was talking to another guy and he says you go anywhere for schooling, like I'm not sure when you booked yours, but you go anywhere for schooling like Red River or something like that, you could be waiting for like 4 years to get in at this point.
I enrolled 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
have that humble flex.
But what is it costing you though?
Well, it's a part-time course that I'm doing. I'm not doing it full-time, I'm doing it part-time. So I'm only doing 2 courses this term. But the 2 courses cost me $1,600. Oh
yeah. Like altogether or each?
Altogether.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah. And I don't have to get any textbooks for these 2 courses.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And yeah, it's all done online. So yeah, it's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
This has turned into an ad for Red River College.
No, I just feel like everybody's got to do it at some point. I mean, I thought when I got out of high school, I was going to be like, oh, dude, I'm just going to get a job and I'm going to live life to the fullest and all that stuff. You can't do it that way.
Yeah.
You have to go to school for something, and like, you have to choose wisely. Like, it makes sense. Like, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't take school right out of the bat, right out of high school.
Oh, me too. I would have bombed that, I'm sure.
Well, it's not even that. It's just you need to take your time in picking what you want, because there's so much stories of people going, oh, I got out of high school and I went for engineering and I didn't want to do that after 5 years and I wasted like however much money on it.
That was like with me, I wanted to do automotive, and then after working in the industry, I decided, fuck that, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, same. I wanted to be a welder, and it's like, yeah, fuck that. But to be fair, though, just to throw some shade on our teachers on the podcast, but Mr. McLean really made me not want to be a welder after that class.
Oh, fuck.
Mr. Irish?
Ireland?
Ireland.
Was it Ireland?
I thought Ireland, I think, was the pervy welding teacher.
Okay, then it was Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, Ireland. Yeah. Ireland was, oh my god, he was a different breed, that fucking guy.
That fucking guy.
Not to mention, he was gone like half the class getting high.
Yeah! Every time you talked to him, his eyes would be just glazed over and just red.
POV, Mr. McLean.
Yeah.
Ireland, fuck.
He'd be just chilling in that chair, man. I remember our TM class or whatever. We had one grade 11 student with us because this was in grade 10. And she had a nice pair of knockers on her. I'll say that for sure. That's the context of it. Sorry, but it's true. That's the context of it, of what I'm about to explain. Ireland refused to look away from that said pair of knockers every time he would talk to her. It was actually hilarious. Everybody pointed it out. He was high as a kite. So he had no control over his fucking emotion, and he was just looking. He was just fucking like blatantly not even trying to hide it or nothing, not like trying to like look away really quickly. Nah, he was just staring. She thought it was hilarious too. It was funny.
Fuck's sakes.
But yeah, at that point, and that it's pretty dangerous for somebody to be like that, I would say.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he does not work there anymore, but yeah.
Shit like that, if anybody caught wind of that, or at least like caught it. If somebody got pissed off enough anyway at that kind of shit, yeah, he would be doomed. But no, it was still funny. Everybody took it as a joke anyway, which is, I guess, okay. I don't know.
I remember
nobody really thought about it.
I remember in when we were in automotive and we heard in the hallway the welding teacher yell over to the automotive teacher, "Hey, you fucking parsnip!"
When was that?
That was that was either grade 11 or 12, but we just couldn't keep it together. Like, we lost our shit at that.
I don't remember that. I feel like I would.
I think he didn't realize that our door was open.
Oh, yeah, because it was... Okay, no, I get it, because his name was Parsons.
Yeah.
He called him a parsnip. I get it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I must have not been there or something like that day. I don't remember.
Oh, you were there. I remember the look you gave me. You did that.
Oh, shit.
You did that
thing. Just kind of suck the chin in.
I'm trying to think of the meme. You know the one with the Shrek with a...
Yeah. Just sucks his chin in, looks up. I didn't hear nothing.
God damn it.
Fuck. I miss high school sometimes, man.
Oh, I don't.
What do you mean? It was fun.
Oh, I don't.
To be fair, we were... at least me, I was kind of cringe back then.
So. You were fine.
Yeah.
Like, personal vendettas, though, aside. Like, the people there were kind of chill. Aside from everything else. It's definitely better than frickin' Beaujolais, bro. Beaujolais was frickin' brutal.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if working from 9 to 3 and then getting home and then not having to work at all during weekends, if that was like my life, that'd be pretty fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Power Review was absolute trash.
Power Review, fuck.
Small town schools are usually like that.
Most of my siblings went through Power Review. So, of course, I was the youngest, and every time that I would get to a new teacher, I'd always be compared to my older siblings, and it's like, are you I'm not my older siblings. Stop.
Like the fucking Dark Ages. Josh, the brother of fucking...
Josh, like the brother of Carly.
But yeah, small town schools are pretty shit.
Oh, definitely. 100%. I agree.
Even Beaujolais was pretty ass. Like, a lot of the kids there were pretty egotistical in a sense. Like, a lot of them played hockey at the Sungro Center in town there, and a lot of them thought they were kings of a castle because of that. And they would like kind of talk down to other people regardless of who they were. Even teachers.
Oh boy.
Like, they were brats.
Well, it is a small town school in Canada, so of course hockey is fucking idolized almost, but like Yeah.
It was like worshipped by those kids. I don't know. I saw like going to where we went like kind of like a safe haven almost. Like, when I went there, I was like, it felt like a fresh start.
Oh, that's why I was so happy when I went there, because nobody knew me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew me at all.
The comp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was perfect because I could just like fall into the background of everything and just mind my own business. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, someone knew me, but I think we all know who that is. No, that was fun.
I know even the Beausier kids, they would tell me, like, before I left at the end of grade 9, they're like, "Oh, you're going there? Don't you know that they sell crack in that school?" I was like, "I don't care. I'm going." There's nothing you can say that will tell me, "Oh, I think this place is better," because it's not.
Yeah.
Literally anywhere but here kind of situation.
And then it's like right before I left Power View was the first time I ever got in a fight.
Wait, what? You never told me about that.
I did.
You got in a fight in Power View.
Yeah, right before I left Power View. It was 3 days before the end of the year was the first time I got in a fight. Because I was sick of this guy who was treating me like shit the entire time that I was there.
Did you win?
I don't think there were any winners,
question.
but I did dent a whiteboard with his head.
Oh, okay, yeah, you won. That's a win. You left a mark.
Yeah.
You left a mark on the building.
Now, the real question is, did the teachers even care? Because I remember getting into a few fights at that school, and they just shrugged their shoulders like, yeah, well, it happens. Like, they did not give a fuck at that school.
The teachers, well, this guy was such a piece of shit that the teachers were like, I understand why you did it.
Oh my god.
And then my mom works there. So teachers were going up to her and being like, good job for Josh. Like, good on him. Good on him. He stood up for himself against that piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Because this guy that I fought was like notorious for being a douche. And he was constantly getting in fights. Well, this time, yeah, even the principal, like, we had like a little one-on-one chat. I only got sent home for that one day. I didn't get suspended. He was like, I understand why you did it. I understand you're emotional right now. I'm going to send you home for today. But I understand why you did it. And I was like, oh my god, seriously?
Super chill. That's actually wicked, yeah.
It was hilarious.
I just remembered the one kid that would pick on me for like my weight at that time. Because if you remember, I was like, 200 pounds, something like that. Like, I was a fat fucking kid.
I don't remember that. Like, I
was big.
When I met you in Selkirk, I only recognized your name. I didn't recognize you at all.
Probably because, like, I dropped most of the weight by that point. But yeah, no, like, literally. Like, back in Power View, Pine Falls, like, that area, like, I was, like, 200 pounds. I was a Big Mac and a half. But, I remember this one kid would pick on me for my weight all the time. And actually, there was a few times we got into fights, and that's where I was referencing where the teachers just shrugged their shoulders, because they knew he was picking on me for my weight. But I remembered right at the end of the school year, we were all lining up, like, outside, like, right at the door to, like, just take off, right when the bell rang. I was the first one there. As soon as the bell rang, I turned around, bumped into someone, and, like, they had a PSP in their hands, and it fell, and it fucking exploded on the ground. It was that kid. It was the kid that was picking on me, and oh my god, like, not to say that I relished, like, accidentally destroying his system, but, like, the fucking defeat on that kid that day. He literally went on his knees, grabbed the console. He just, like, you can hear it in his voice. He was, like, about to, like, break down. He's like, you just, and he fucking runs away. Like, I shouldn't be relishing that moment, but my god, it was peak comedy.
No, that's sweet revenge right there, man.
I didn't even mean to do it. I just turned around and he was there, bumped into him, destroyed his console.
Sweet revenge, that's what I believe in. That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I think
that was the last year I was there too.
I always tried to keep I always tried to keep my nose clean in school. I never tried to get in fights. I had people that pick on me and stuff like that, but all I would do is I would get mad at people and I would just kind of walk away before it escalated. Pretty much all I would do.
The smartest one in the group so far.
And in Selkirk there at the comp though, I did have a confrontation with somebody. It was somebody fucking random. I was coming down the stairs from the second floor, and I walked down, and somebody walked into me, It's just I was minding my own business. He was looking at his phone, and he bumped into me, and he kind of turned around like I was the one that bumped into him. And he turned around and he went, "Watch where you're fucking going, you fucking idiot." And I looked at him and I went, "Excuse me? You watch where you're fucking going." And he comes up to me. He says, "What, you got a fucking problem with me?" I says, "No. You want to make it a problem? There's teachers all around here." And he just go, "You fucking pussy, I'll kick your ass." And he walked away. And I was like, okay, well, I'll call that a win because he ran away first. I just walked away and I went to English because I think I was up at math on the second floor and then I went to English downstairs.
Grayson, do you remember that time that I ordered a pizza to the school?
To the school?
Shit, I don't. What the fuck? You did that?
Yeah, there's one lunch I ordered a pizza to the school, and then it was the end of lunch hour. We were walking back to our class. I was looking for garbage to put this empty pizza box in. A guy walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, could I have a slice?" So I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." I hand him the empty pizza box. He runs away. And I'm like, "Oh, great." I'm like, "Oh, perfect." Not my problem anymore.
Too malicious intense, just working out.
He's gonna be licking the fucking oil out of the box.
I just remember though, because I had ordered that pizza. I had them put tomatoes on it, and like I shared it with our group. So there were some of the girls were like taking the tomatoes off and like putting it back in the box.
Yeah.
So there was just like a little mound of like cooked tomato in this box, which gave it a tiny bit of weight.
So you thought that.
That's hilarious.
I just hand it to this guy. He fucking bolts, and I'm like, perfect.
All right, have fun. It's gonna open the box, just dread, despair, just tomatoes.
I mean, granted, that was a bigger school, but I could not imagine being that much of a deliberate thief at like my school. I could not imagine doing that.
Yeah. Oh god, that was funny though.
Yeah, no, my experience there is pretty good. I would go back if I could. I know how many times I said that I wanted to be out of that place after a while, but as the years have gone by, I kind of realized, this working for a living shit, it's a bit fucking dumb.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to go back.
One thing I mentioned earlier today, or like yesterday, on the chat, the barroom chat, like this work week has just been a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. But I'm not gonna get too much into that on the podcast for obvious reasons. But yeah, like it was. I actually lost weight because like I was just not eating. I was getting super stressed over the fucking work week. It was mental.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
I was kind of the same because my boss is literally, like, honestly, kind of. I think she has a
vibrant personality.
That's a
wonderful.
I think she is.
That's getting cut.
She doesn't know that you do a podcast, does she?
No, I don't talk to her about anything at all because she's so
cool.
She tries to tell me how to do my job, and then she tells me to do it a way that you can't do it. So basically, to sum it up, she tells me how to do my job, even though she doesn't know how to do my job.
Oh, great!
She's one of those.
It's kind of the opposite of do as I say, not as I do. It's kind of like the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
So even the foreman there, he calls her
a great person.
You can cut all this out. I don't care. As long as I don't say where it is, it's no big deal.
You know, what'd be even better is if you dub over all the negatives with just
lovely
yeah.
Positivity. Woman. Crazy woman. No, I don't see it as a big deal. It's just kind of, it is what it is in a sense. It's nothing against her at the end of the day, because she's the one giving me a job, so I'm grateful for that at the end of the day. But
I mean, also too, not to say that she's like, I've never met the person, obviously I don't know, but like there's people that are like still good people, but it's like, I don't want to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are those people. So I mean, she could very well be a decent person, just not in the right job field.
It's very old school. Like, yeah, she's very old school. Like, she's got the old mindset to doing things. Like, I can't explain it without it sounding negative, because nobody likes the old school.
She shakes her fist at you like, you messing
Kind
up.
of like, yeah, kind of like that. The nicest way I can explain it, which is it's a pitiful, it's not nice whatsoever.
No,
But
it's not nice, dude.
the best way to sugarcoat it is she's got a very my way or the highway kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's like-
literally the nicest way I could say.
As long as she's not like a certain boss that I used to have.
Mm-hmm. That was the
Yeah.
the bar, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was that one was colossal. That one was horrible. That's way worse than what I have right now.
Well, I mean, she left in handcuffs.
Wait,
That's
right
news.
too. You
What happened?
briefly mentioned that.
Yeah. She even tried, like, I had left 2 months before she did, and she tried to say that I was the one stealing money, yet she comes to work with a brand new Jeep.
Fuck, man.
She got evicted like 3 times in the course that I was working there from her home because I guess she wasn't paying rent.
What the hell?
Brand new Jeep and driveway though.
Brand new Jeep, but no house.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
And then yeah, she tried blaming it on me. She went around the town saying that I was the one stealing money, and I had to be like, okay, I might start looking for a lawyer because this is absolutely like defamation of character here. So
Well, it's easy to prove that because it's as long as you don't have you just need to provide all of your like transaction information.
yeah,
And, like all your deposit and withdrawal information.
And I even like when I found out that this was happening, I called people around the area, and I asked them like, "What's being said about me?" And yeah, they I had to go and give a statement to the police,
Mm-hmm.
and I took down all of their numbers and gave that to the cop, and I was like, "Call these people; they can vouch for me." Like, I've spoken to them.
That's fucking wild, though. The fact
Yeah.
that she thought that you were stealing money. Like, what caused that situation?
She was stealing money, and she
Well,
tried
why
to-
you though?
Because I was the assistant manager.
Oh, so it was just easy to pin it
Yeah.
on you, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
I was the assistant manager until I told her that I'm not putting up with her shit anymore, and I left.
Well, that's kind of similar to you guys remember I used to work at a gym. I'm not gonna say the gym, but
Yeah.
I worked at a gym. Yeah. This one person, because the way that the system worked is you could sign a guest waiver and show up free for like the day, but one person kept doing that, and without getting into too much detail because it involved a minor, there was certain things that were done with this individual and ended up with the cops trying to look for them. And it wasn't even on my shift, but for some reason, I got blamed for signing their guest waivers or whatever. And yeah, I ended up getting axed for that,
Fuck that.
which was, yeah. Honestly, though, the management was just shitty, so
Yeah.
not too much of a loss, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I want to go back to school, kind of circling it back around, because like I say, this working for a living thing, it's, well, granted, it's going to go for full circle. I'm going to be doing it anyway, but
yeah,
it's just the way it is. But I want to be able to actually do something I want to enjoy rather than something I have to do.
Yeah, well, like the best part about getting an education is at least you can get like a much higher paying job. Like my brother's a journeyman carpenter, and I think he's making like 40 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But that's carpentry. Like I think web design is less pay, but it's something that I'm interested in. It's something that I've dabbled in before. Like I've self-taught myself some HTML coding.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm fucking excited.
Plus, you can even like use it for your own. Like, I'm talking to a person right now. She actually went through a 9-month masseuse course because she wanted to be a masseuse, but she never followed through with it. Yeah, don't laugh. I know exactly what you're thinking about right now. No, it's not happy endings, Josh.
No, I'm thinking about the fucking orc massage game.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Wow, that thing took real full
what?
circle. Markiplier played a orc massage game, and it was a porn game. That was the whole.
Yeah.
I actually haven't watched it yet, although I know.
Oh, it's such a good watch. It's hilarious. It's so funny, but yeah, no, she took a 9-month course for it.
Nice.
And she said that she wanted to get into it, but she never did.
Also, get your head out of the fucking gutter, dude.
I thought you were okay. No, you were thinking about the porn game here. You get your mind out of the gutter, okay?
Hey, that was a family-friendly game.
You know what? You're right. That was very family friendly. I don't know why I thought
entirely
that.
family-friendly.
Yes, there was no nudity whatsoever.
There was nothing dubious happening in the background. Nothing at all. Those pixels, they were meant to be there. That's part of the game.
You think we're being sarcastic, but it was actually family friendly. It was all censored. Promise.
It was very family-friendly.
Very family friendly.
So family-friendly.
Slowly turns into an ASMR stream. Family friendly ASMR stream.
I got food here, so
It was so incredibly family-friendly. There's no telling just how family-friendly it was.
Oh my god.
All right, I gotta refill my coffee. Do you guys think it's time for a break?
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Oh, I got a new mouse, by the way, because my last one, the wheel broke on it. So this mouse is kind of dumb because I have to click it to turn it on whenever I want to use it again.
Oh, it's wireless, isn't it?
Yeah.
All
All right. So we're gonna be right back after this little break. Just kidding. That's the end of the episode.